Bernardo Silva, another player that's been linked heavily with Barcelona. How realistic is that possibility?
Well, I feel a little bit like we're going around in circles because this takes us back to Lewandowski, of course. How realistic is it? Well, how do you find the money to make this happen? How do you find a deal that means this can not only fit your long-term and mid-term financial health, but also get through the criteria of financial fair play now? Now, of course, one way of doing this is to come up with some sort of deal that a cash payment. So maybe you come up with a deal with City that says, well, if you're interested in Frenkie de Jong and we're interested in Bernardo Silva, we can come up with some sort of deal where we set the values of these players at a level that suits us, but we're fundamentally doing a swap deal. Now, I'll give you an example of this. We saw this with Artur and Pjanic, the deal with Juventus, and that was purely about financial engineering, about managing the accounts to be able to bring those players in, or in the case of Artur, push that player out. And that was a deal that, even if Pjanic had turned out to be the greatest player in Barcelona's history, was wrong because it was done for the wrong reasons, for financial reasons. So when it comes to trying to get the players you want, in this case Bernardo Silva, okay, if you've identified him as a target, great. But how do you get him? What kind of deal do you do that's acceptable for Manchester City, acceptable for Bernardo Silva, and sees you through the criteria for financial fair play at the same time as you're trying to get Christensen in, Kessie in, possibly Koundé in, Azpilicueta, and Lewandowski? It just, right now, you look at the numbers and it just doesn't add up. Now, there are ways of manipulating this. There are ways of moving around it. There are ways of putting payments off. So amortization is, if you like, the kind of the magical word in all of this. But you still need to be able to make it happen. And at the moment, it can't.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.